When you think of the new retail, you probably think of online stores or small boutiques. But Nordstrom is betting that a 7-story, 320,000 square foot department store is the future. Courtney Reagan is at Nordstrom's new flagship building in New York City.
2 decades after it was first considered and 7 years after planning began, Nordstrom opened its first flagship department store in New York City today. While there are more than 110 Nordstrom department stores, the New York location is what executives call a generational investment. It spent north of $500 million to capture what the company estimates is a $700 million possible market.
This is the single biggest investment we've ever made as a company. We actually bought the dirt. We have a condo interest in this property. We're not leasing. We're not paying rent. We own it.
It's 7 stories, 320,000 square feet. The beauty haven has facials, hair blowouts, and even Botox. There's stylists, alterations, and 24/7 online order pickup. 3,000 handbags, 2 floors of women's shoes. A pop-up area for online brands like Everlane, changing every month. Nordstrom expects the new store will add about 1% to sales. The retailer needs a boost. Its department store business sales fell 6% in the first half of the year. New York is already Nordstrom's largest market for online sales. When a new store opens, area digital sales increase up to 25%. But the retail landscape has changed dramatically since the planning for this store began, both in New York City and industry-wide. Neiman Marcus opened its first New York City location. Saks underwent $250 million renovation in its Fifth Avenue store, but closed its downtown women's store after just 2 years. Lord & Taylor closed its flagship, and Barney's is in bankruptcy.
Does New York need another store? No, no one needs another store. Will a great store do well? Yeah. The thing about New York, there's opportunity here.
I don't think there's any risk for Nordstrom in this store. There's plenty of risk for Nordstrom out there. Clearly, Neiman's is in trouble, Saks is in trouble, Nordstrom's plays in that space. I think Nordstrom's will stay around and they'll absorb that business as those two struggle.
The new flagship connects to a network of other Nordstrom local service locations, rack stores, and a men's flagship across the street that work together to fulfill inventory, take returns, and provide services. The department store has spent decades dreaming of today, but it will have to hold out a little longer to see if it's been worth the wait and the investment. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Courtney Reagan in New York City.